Yep, medicinal. The NBA PA Executive Director Michelle Roberts was asked about marijuana and how it's being legalized state to state, and would it be legalized in the league. She was asked if it currently was, and here was her answer. No, it does not exist now. We're exploring it. I think there is some movement toward accepting it as an appropriate use to address pain, but we're not there yet. Jalen, this isn't as simple as it sounds on paper. Do you support them lifting the ban of medicinal use of marijuana in the NBA?
Ultimately, I support it because if the states are legalizing it and found a way to regulate it, then you can't, as a private entity, try to punish for it. And again, we only talk about this with NBA, NFL players. We don't talk about this in other major metropolitan sports because they truly don't punish their athletes for marijuana, and they discipline them in a way to where we know it and it becomes a stain on their reputation.
Here's my problem with this. I do not support the use of medical marijuana in the NBA, and here's why. I don't think they will actually use it as medicinal reasons. I think what the NBA players would do is use this as a loophole to use it recreationally, much like the people in all of the states that have legalized medicinal marijuana already have. Can't you see that? Like, do you really think that they're going to use it to address pain, or they're going to use it to, I don't know, get high?
But it's not for you to police or regulate, because you can say the exact same thing for alcohol. And there will be those that say, well, players can show up at the game high, where players can show up at the game drunk too. At some point, you have to give a responsibility to the individual. However, I do agree with you on this point. There are so many people walking around with medicinal marijuana cards. I got a sore shoulder.
I have trouble going to sleep. I have trouble. I'm not hungry enough. I'm too hungry. Like, it seems like you can just make up anything and get one of those cards, and that's exactly what NBA players would do.
That does take place, and I also want to say this because it's really important. People smoke weed to get high.
Yes, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Let's just put that out on the table.
I don't see a lot of cannabinoids on the streets.
No, now there are those that have found responsible ways to use it for pain. In lotions, in creams, it does exist, and the effects have been seen as being positive, which I support. But lastly, I don't think because it's legal, the NBA shouldn't punish NBA players for posing with it irresponsibly. And here's what I mean. Because it's legal in the NBA, I don't want to see my favorite player on his Instagram now smoking weed.
Exactly.
Or not behaving like a role model should.
And you can see that with alcohol. I think that NBA players drink alcohol. They drink alcohol on social media and all of that. And if you could start going down this road, I think it could be kind of slippery when in terms of their influence over younger people.